Regional Minister, Professor H.S. Amonu Kofi, the Chairman of the University Governing Council, Her Excellency Annette Chao Garcia, the Cuban Ambassador to Ghana, our Vice Chancellor, our Pro-Vice Chancellor, our Registrar, Nana Kweku Enu, the third Margaret Hime of OGUAA Tradition Area, members of the clergy, very well represented here, other members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of political parties, and Nananom convocation members, staff, students, alumni, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are here, as we were told earlier, to honor an individual whose contributions to society are indelible. In a time-honored tradition of universities, we confer honorary degrees to recognize extraordinary achievers. Today, Osabarima Kwesi Atta II is our honored recipient for his exceptional service to this community and his stewardship over our shared heritage. Honorary degrees symbolize recognition of scholarly excellence, public service, social commitment, artistic merit, and other noble endeavors. At our university, we also consider distinguished service to the institution, country, and the global community. Our recipient, Osabarima's passion, his selflessness, and leadership have propelled progress amidst constraints. Indeed, his stewardship reflects a profound understanding of cultural heritage, which he strives to preserve for future generations. The establishment of our university on lands that include those of the OGUAAMANHEN tradition area has been both beneficial and lately challenging. I commend the forbearance and the management of the challenges by Osabarima and his predecessors, which have prevented potential conflicts. And in this regard, I support the ongoing efforts led by Professor Amonu Kofi and others to address these issues collaboratively. Osabarima's love for Cape Coast, his contributions to the university, his role in promoting regional unity and peace, and his advocacy for local development make him an exemplary honoree. Indeed, this honor is long overdue. It is no surprise to me that we are honoring him today because he's arguably the best landlord that I know on this planet. Hang on, wait for this. He's so accommodating, it is only possible for somebody who went to Addis Ababa College. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite all present to join in the celebration of Osabarima's remarkable achievements. Your presence here, we don't take it for granted, honors not only the man, but the community and the heritage he represents. Thank you for your attention and for sharing this momentous occasion with us. On this note, and by the powers vested in me as the Chancellor, I constitute this assembly into a special congregation of the university for the purpose of conferring the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa on Osabarima Kwesi Atta II. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sir Sam Ison Jonah, who will kindly rise and sing the UCC anthem. kindly take your seats. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will take the Vice Chancellor's address. With a round of applause, help me welcome Professor Johnson Nyakon Boampong.
Chancellor of University of Cape Coast, Sir Dr. Sam Jonah, Chairman of Council, Reverend Professor Harold Stewart Amonukofi, Mrs. Justina Marigold Asan, Honorable Central Regional Minister, members of the University of Cape Coast Governing Council present, Osabarima Kwesi Atta II, Omanhen of OGUAAMANHEN Traditional Area, and our special awardee, Nana Kwekwenu, the third Manrehen of OGUAAMANHEN Traditional Area, Nana Amba Ayaba Kontihima of OGUAAMANHEN Traditional Area, Nana Nom present, Reverend Ministers of God, Professor Mrs. Rosemont Abuadu-Abohin, Pro-Vice Chancellor, University of Cape Coast, Mr. Jeff T. Emmanuel Onyame, Registrar, UCC, former Vice Chancellors present, former Pro-Vice Chancellors present, Provosts, Deans, Directors, members of convocation, friends in the media, Mrs. Georgina Nyanchachua Boampong, the pillar of my endurance, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It is a great pleasure once again to have this opportunity to address this August Assembly on the occasion of the conferment of an honorary doctorate on our landlord Osabarima Kwesi Atta II, Omanhen of OGUAAMANHEN Traditional Area. I want to add my voice to that of the Chancellor and on behalf of the Governing Council and management of the University of Cape Coast to welcome all guests from far and near who have come to witness this historic occasion. Sir Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, awarding honorary degrees to deserving individuals by higher institutions of learning has a long history and has been a tradition since the Middle Ages. The practice, scholars tell us, is said to have begun early in the 15th century, and since then, it has become increasingly common to see institutions of higher learning across the globe awarding honorary degrees to distinguished individuals. Sir Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, the criteria for determining who qualifies for the award of an honorary degree have been varied. In many instances, varied opinions have generated a great deal of debate, but by and large, the basic underlying principle has been to consider accomplishments, to look out for people with an outstanding intellectual or academic work of an exceptional and exemplary nature. Consideration has also sometimes been measured by a person's distinctive creativity and contribution to the general welfare of society. In some cases also, service to the public with outstanding leadership in education, business, public service, and other appropriate sectors of society has attracted attention for consideration. Many people have also been awarded for their service to the very institutions that are awarding them. Sir Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, many institutions of higher learning across the globe, particularly in Africa, have in the past awarded honorary degrees to traditional rulers and chiefs for their exemplary leadership and contributions to their respective societies. Consistent with global best practices, the University of Cape Coast has a rich tradition of recognizing excellence and achievement, and has in the past awarded honorary degrees to distinguished individuals, many of whom have contributed significantly to the advancement of society. So today's award ceremony will not be the first. In fact, this will be the second time in our tenure of office that the University of Cape Coast is conferring honorary degree on traditional ruler from the region. The first was Ehunabobim Pra Agensim, Paramount Chief of the Asin Orenchi traditional area. What makes today's award ceremony significant, however, is the fact that it is the first time the university community is publicly acknowledging the contribution of our landlord. Osabarima Kwesi Atta, Omanhen of Ogua traditional area. Sir Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, the contribution of our traditional rulers and chiefs to the advancement of African societies have long been acknowledged and in most cases celebrated. Although the place of traditional rulers in modern democratic governance is still a subject of debate, what is increasingly clear is that many still find traditional rulers or chiefs as critical stakeholders in not just upholding the tradition of the people and communities, but in most cases, chiefs are traditional rulers who play an important role in the lives of many Africans. In many countries, traditional rulers play a preeminent role as mediators of violent conflict and champion community development and transformation. It is in recognition of this important role of the institutions of chieftaincy that the 1992 Fourth Republican Constitution of Ghana, in Article 270, guarantees the institutions of chieftaincy, together with its traditional councils, as established by customary law and usage. Now on the profile of Osabarima Kwesi Atta II. Known in private life as Joseph Sekun Hazel, Osabarima Kwesi Atta II was born on 20th January 1940 and attended the government boys' school in Cape Coast, now called Philip Kwekus Boys JSS, from 1946 to 1953. Thereafter, he attended Adizada College in Cape Coast from 1954 to 1958. His quest for higher education led him to the College of Administration in Achimota, where he obtained an intermediate ACCA qualification from 1961 to 1963. Osabarima Kwesi Atta, the second, continued his education at the College of Commerce and Distribution in Glasgow, Scotland, and qualified as a professional accountant between 1964 and 1969. His commitment to excellence in the field of accountancy is further underscored by his membership of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana and his role as a founding member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation Ghana. Osabarima Kwesi Atta II's distinguished public service journey began at the Internal Revenue Service, where he served as an investigating accountant from 1969 to 1971. He later joined Deloitte & Tvucc, a reputable firm of professional accountants, where he ascended to the position of audit senior and later became a partner. His tenure at the Deloitte & Tvucc spanned from 1971 to 1984, during which he contributed significantly to the firm's success and solidified his reputation as a skilled and dedicated professional. In 1985, he took on the role of Chief Internal Auditor at Mankosi Fisheries Limited, showcasing his versatility by navigating the complexities of the fisheries industry. His tenure lasted until 1989, and his impact on the organization's financial oversight was widely acknowledged. In 1989, Osabarima Kwesi Atta II assumed the position of the General Manager at Wales and Freitag, a prominent German construction company, and for 9 years he provided astute leadership, steering the companies through various projects and challenges. Sir Chancellor Osabarima Kwesi Atta II has also served on several boards and key institutions, contributing his expertise to their governance and growth. His involvement with the Internal Audit Agency, Bishop Akon Memorial Ice Center in Cape Coast, Tama Oil Refinery Limited, reflects his commitment to public service and national development. Osabarima Kwesi Atta II also served as the Commissioner on the Constitution Review Commission from 2005 to 2008, playing a vital role in shaping constitutional matters. Additionally, his representation of the National House of Chiefs on the Public Interest and Accountability Committee under the Petroleum Act underscores his commitment to ensuring transparency and accountability in these critical sectors. As the overlord of the Ogua traditional area, Osabarima Kwesi Atta has served as a representative of the Central Regional House of Chiefs at the National House of Chiefs, and his personal life is characterized by harmonious balance between family and personal interests. He is married and blessed with 5 children. Nana says 11 children. He is an avid listener of the sacred music and gospel songs, finding inspiration and joy in the spiritual aspect of life, and a passionate player of golf. Sir Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, since his installment onto the Nana Brempong Kujo stool as the paramount chief of Cape Coast, Osabarima Kwesi Atta II has steered the traditional area towards socio-economic and socio-political development, leaving an indelible mark on the historic city of Cape Coast. Among his many achievements include some significant strides in enhancing the city's infrastructure. He was particularly instrumental in the acquisition of the former Gothic house, which currently stands as the Emintimazi Palace, the official residence for Osabarima Kwesi Atta II, providing a dignified space for the OGUAAMANHEN. Through his influence, the following development took place in Cape Coast. The Kotokwaba market was constructed, serving as a vital hub for commerce within the Cape Coast municipality. Other monumental edifices, such as Cape Coast Sports Stadium and the Atta Mills Presidential Library, were also constructed. Through his intervention addressing perennial water crisis, the Bremsu Water Project was also initiated or enhanced by connecting it with that of Pra. Osabarima Kwesi Atta II played a crucial role in fostering education and empowering the youth. It was particularly through his efforts that a 30% SHS placement quota was assigned to Ogua Traditional Council, facilitating increased access to education for Cape Coasters. The Cape Coast Polytechnic was also upgraded to Technical University, contributing to the advancement of technical education. Sir Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, it was also during his tenure as Omanhen that Cape Coast hosted distinguished personalities, such as former President of the United States, Barack Obama, and Kamala Harris, the Vice President of United States of America, among others. There are many more achievements that time and space will not permit me to mention, but suffice it to say that we in the University of Cape Coast are proud to be associated with a traditional ruler and hence have considered him today for this honor. Thank you all for your attention, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Professor Johnson Yaku Buampong, Vice Chancellor, University of Cape Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, pretty shortly we would witness the conferment of the honorary degree on Osabarima Kwesi Atta II, the OGUAAMANHEN. However, to precede that, we would be treated to a traditional performance by the Asafo company. Shall we welcome them? very much, Asafo Company. A round of applause for the Asafo Company. Another round of applause for the Asafo Company. So we are at the peak of today's ceremony, and that is the conferment of the honorary degree on Osabarima Kwesi Atta II, the OGUAAMANHEN. I would kindly invite Osabarima to rise as I read his citation. Osabarima Kwesi Atta II, OGUAAMANHEN, outstanding traditional leader, promoter of peace and stability, passionate educationist, sports enthusiast, administrator, advocate of traditional values, philanthropist, role model, and distinguished leader. Known in private life as Mr. Joseph Kwamina Sekum Hazel, you were born on Saturday, 20th January, 1940 in Cape Coast, Ogua, to Mr. George Kojo Hazel and Mrs. Mary Esi Hazel, Esi Bentuma of Fiekesim in the central region of Ghana. You are a descendant of the most prominent royal house of Ogua, popularly referred to as Fiekesim, literally translated to mean the Grand House, and in the lineage of Nana Brimpong Kujo of Ibrazi, royal family stool. You had your elementary education at the Government Boys School, Cape Coast, and completed in 1953. You continued with your secondary school studies at the prestigious Adisadel College in Cape Coast. He's asked that I repeat. You continued with your secondary school studies at the prestigious Adisadel College in Cape Coast and completed in 1958. Thereafter, you enrolled at the School of Administration at Chimota from 1960 to 1963 to study an accountancy professional course. In recognition of your academic prowess, you were awarded a government scholarship to the Alumni, where you qualified as a professional accountant with the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, ACCA, and became a member of the Ghana Institute of Taxation. Osabarima, your professional career started when you returned to Ghana in 1970 and worked at the Internal Revenue Service as an investigating accountant from 1970 to 1971. You became a senior audit manager at Deloitte and Tvucc, a firm of professional accountants, and later a partner to the firm from 1971 to 1983-86. You also worked with Ways and Freytag, a German civil engineering and construction company in Ghana, where you were in charge of administration from 1986 to 1988, and subsequently became the general manager till 2001. On the 17th of July, 1998, you were installed Paramount Chief of the Ogua Traditional Area, and thus became the 9th occupant Royal Stool of Ogua, and the only one traditionally entitled to ride in a dinke dinke, that's a palanquin, with 3 traditional state umbrellas over you. This feat became possible when you were chosen above 3 other contenders after a rigorous selection process as the most deserving to become the OGUAAMANHEN. As OGUAAMANHEN, you also play the role as the traditional, political, religious, and eminent social head of Ogua Traditional Area, with all divisional and subdivisional chiefs coming under your purview. Apart from your educational and professional outlook, you have distinguished yourself as a traditional leader and served your nation in different capacities. You have served as commissioner and played a pivotal role at the Ghana Constitution Review Commission in 2012, and also served on the following boards: board member of the Tema Oil Refinery, board chairman of Ogua Secondary High School, and board member of the renowned Christian Eye Center in Cape Coast. Your dispute resolution skills and interventions as Paramount Chief has brought peace between the university and the surrounding communities, which has ultimately contributed to the rapid development of your area of jurisdiction. Under your leadership, The University of Cape Coast has lived in harmony with the surrounding communities over the years. You have also deepened your relationship with the University of Cape Coast through your sub-chiefs, thereby creating harmony and affinity between the university and traditional leadership in general. Your commitment to the development of the University of Cape Coast and your regular and timeous attendance to its ceremonies are exemplary. You are an ardent sports enthusiast and still enjoy playing golf. You also enjoy listening to classical and religious music, and you sing as well. Indeed, you are a man of many parts. Osabarima Kwesi Atta II. The University of Cape Coast salutes you for your meritorious and distinguished service to the nation, the University of Cape Coast, the international community and humanity in general, as an advocate of traditional values and visionary leader. Outstanding traditional leader, promoter of peace and stability, passionate educationist, sports enthusiast, administrator, advocate of traditional values, philanthropist, role model, and distinguished leader. Please step forward to receive your degree of Doctors of Laws, LLD, honorary causa. Drum appellations as the robing is done.
After the robin, I will be the one who go. They've given me so you could just control it. Like I thought you were scoring.
Play up, Santa Claus, yes. Play up and play the game. Give nothing but your best and never think of rest. Play up for the school's great name. Play up, Santa Claus. So be do play up and play the game. Give nothing but your best and never think of rest. Play hard for the school's great name.
Congratulations, Osabarima Kwesi Atta II. Congratulations.
Eminyi osempenyin sada mezemanze kasa kirao na se owon so di waso tema on chere minyimbribi arama musor minyini na mimbiri mbom ndindani yara na oma osa oda ne fafranta eminyi osempenyin Sada metida nkrofo rekasa metazin yekom na mitei emi mindian akoyede akokobir sekansa minim ajichimpa mutwan bre papa ofata isa sunti omamamfa dem konido nchie Osabarima Kwesi Atta otode ebien na nanuma himfa wumgum ha tiado enyimdefo obenfo wanwaso obenfo na etitiri a wa bompem do wa ha mama wan aha se meja rechira onyini wajemahin wa Osabarima abubado afehye mediman rinsam mpanyin sam rebrao nye emibia mpanyin na achro na mede enyidi robotuntun nya abubado atwen se onyamina dumbi wawodra ocharo danara obededi ara OGUAAMANHEN enyimnyam hin afehye mbrenu edu mayafa ndepa ahye hwembra ahemfo asese goso ma hompemdo abodo de doto asafomba afọwọwọ zedom Adam na nanom so zedaw bokom omani mpanyin awro ne de wonam adesuam enya ade adesuafo nso mpanyin nye mbofra mbesia nye mbarima edi afra reboshe abubado manyane hen asanukura nukwarnyi obin asanukura nukwarnyi obin ampade bamchim nyinara nye parida na no Osabarima mbiri yaya krado rebobo mbombombe owo etide mpedi motwe enyansasam na afutu bowanu atide ahia owo mpano obiara onyim wa brabomun na onyim de esuade akọ echirin de nkonkonsa bedi mputichire naso wenyi dado na wunjuma akuru nyina chire de edi nyimdi aper asomdwe ma OGUAAMAN enyanhen asomdwe Osabarima obrifa owo edi okun per hwehwe enyimdi ma owiade ojonkobira owo nsu otabir owo iye opembir odotobir wupar anumpo yenya esumedi imwa ipo ibre wohwade mpanyin enyimdefo ta kade nya ochi sekan bokro hu nyahu de nya odi nyimdi na amando per hwehwe asomdwe Osabarima eper hwehwe amandwe Osabarima eper hwehwe amandwe owo etide osibire kwada musa infa asrafo afo Osabarima wenyi dim ara anapayi miribei nyam mbom menye otsrema kum nandom tanchara je nam teme odi etumpan robobo apodin na ofatawampa na wunte wajiwe usio owo iwumpa isiwo Osabarima wutumuso wudomutsraw okron odo owo iye dratsanchampona wurin timbia pi se owo inyen yensu yenya pidi yamina owo imendom de mframa Kwesi Bodua wasan wofrau ata hey opesawa odifidato nkote owo wanyim de ho ikwantoti Osabarima Kwesi Atta abebio owo onyamfon itina asan abebio iya banudini ambrado ampa wana wore pebi ayano esi mpa owo etu wonyi hyebreki ihu ochina kan nde yenchir Japaze bayan asumdwe amadachi bi yen abrem amandwe owo ima yehu za pefe na saye hwehwe na saye hu a yefiw apofe iwo ahukọ na edeben womba binum de woni nyimdi aranyi ahoroba apir na simba wada sumumpo ikawadwen unu kolde mupiu yefam agent iti enyimnyam ayehin arama nkwafo afado ahyehye wan asanma ni nyina aramun owo wongina do samnye de iti enyidi bama mpanyin na afe ibwe wana ika enyansasam wabra adasare per ete ekukurukusam nya na kasamudan tem oye omanyafo Osabarima owo wunyindi mudo iye omanyemfo wa bubadi osawdodo obama wo manfo esuesuan sei arade Osabarima Kwesi Atta otode bien abaye Osabarima obenfo Kwesi Atta otode bien let's try abebiosa ajinantana jinimba iran wonson ma womba didi mi yada oson Osabarima inde iye obenfo hey Osabarima inde iye obenfo say it there mrobon mpanyin bona ma onyaw abofon sentira osande mo hye na kwa medu a otode asia kwa tufuhin no ban na mo ban Osabarima enyimanyamfo abran wanyim zimara sorry nakasa wafram osempanyi kwaku kaidabi and level 100 students of the University of Cape Coast reading Bachelor of Education History and Fancy Ampa University yɛ abran na yɛ demu soronko nya adesua nko na yɛwɔ yɛwɔ nyimdi nara na kyerɛ wɔn a wofi amanante aba nyinara yɛma wɔn aba ba ɔbɛnfo na ade ase meda ho ase
You want to know what I was just told? Chancellor Chair, with your permission, can I stand on the protocol? Yeah. A lot has been said about me. But when you know how was my bro?
Yeah,
Madam Honase. There. We judge all the way biara. Now on the mammy to waba temechi. Pepe bi waha, men peda mubonism, nare jimeno. Mamu akwaba. Wale huwa, maminchi awe. Ocho munia but try them be jama wouldn't be but one year. Chancellor, just a few, let's say 1 month now. There has been a series of inaugural lectures, but there are 2 of them which have, in fact, endeared to me. One was by Professor Davis, and one just last week was by Professor EDU-BUANDOH. Professor Davis made us understand that a word can mean differently to 2 different people. Professor EDU-BUANDOH also made us know that in a discourse atmosphere, one instruction can mean a different. Just this morning, when I was getting myself organized to come, a friend came to me. Nana, what's the what's a worry your doctor? I a doctor. So they began them not. Also, no, why the paper simple into why are you here? Because I heard that you are going to be made a doctor. I brought you bandage. Two. Bandage being syringe, not about what do mesobatic pressure. And the last but not the stethoscope. This is not the doctor. Also, I will focus. Nemo say talk to Vice Chancellor. On his expertise is in pharmacy. Anytime you need any drug for any patient, tell him he will formulate one immediately. So, Vice, you and I are going to set up a clinic. So, reserve one office in your.
Yes. What is happening today is an act of God. And I give God all the honor for what is happening to me today. It started when I was in Deloitte. A partner asked me to travel to Akwetia. There was this German who had a concession to mine diamonds. And she wasn't happy with what was the returns on her investment. So I was asked to go and do an investigation. I went there and met the lady, and I had to go to the locations where the primary digging was done. The first substation, let me call it that way, we met the gang, the leader. I was talking to the leader when I saw that there was a shack right there. So I asked, what was that shack for? And I was told that it contained a generator. So I said, I want to go and inspect the generator. I was there with the security people who were accompanying me. Then one of them shouted, "Hey, Raja!" Meanwhile, we were faced that way, looking at the generator. And we asked the person, why have you shouted that way? He said, look, right close to the door was a snake, Oprimre Neha yellow. And because of the noise, the snake became excited and was bending the head up and down. So we were trapped in, the head was to the door. How were we going to come out of it? So anytime it turned the head, one of us slipped out. Until all of us eventually went out. But the first person who went out alerted the rest of the gang. There were about 20. So when the last person left the room, about 5 of them, armed with stakes and whatever, were coming to kill the snake. They spent about 20 minutes. They couldn't locate, they couldn't find the snake. So I had to continue my job. I finished and I went to the final place. A place had been reserved for me to go and start writing my report. I saw something being bent just close to the office. I asked what that was. Then somebody told me, "Are you lucky, pa?" I said, "Why?" This table I was going to sit and work, a black snake from the ceiling fell on that very table. This time, they managed to kill the snake, and that was what was being burnt when we got there. The concession was about a reasonably big one. The bungalows were interspersed within the concession. They used a generator which supplied the bungalows within the concession. The last person to go to bed switches off the generator. So you can imagine my experience in the morning, going to sleep in the dark, in the forest. Till the following morning. I just went into my car and drove back to Accra. Told my boss, so my boss is a Scottish man, Mr. Barnes. He started laughing at me. Are you afraid of snakes? I couldn't answer him, but when I just walked out of his office, I was thinking in my head, I you know me, Indian, a snake charmer, I'm a bad. So I got myself here, my involvement with this university. There's something which was left out of what has been said about me. I was at home when Professor Adobing sent for me. There was a demonstration of one of our villages about the normal, what we have come to realize that the problem between the village and the university. As soon as I got to his office, I had a call from the then President Kufuor. The message was that there is an application from the university to the accreditation board, and they needed my approval letter to be added to whatever information the university had sent. So, without going back to the palace, I stood in his office, designed a letterhead, wrote a letter, and left it at the Vice-Chancellor's office to be sent to the accreditation board. It was later I got to know that that letter I wrote was the weight that propelled the admission for the medical school to be. So this is how far we have come, the university, myself, and we will continue in that vein. This is not a day for long speeches, but my assurance to the university is that there is this pending problem which we all have to come together and resolve once and for all. This problem between the university and the villages. We have already started, and I'm told the preliminary report is nearly finished. Hopefully, within the next week or so, we'll sit down and see how it will go. But I want to assure you that I will spend all the time available to me to make sure that whatever it is that is bothering the smooth academic teaching and the peaceful existence of this institution, I will do whatever I have to do to make sure my second object that I have in mind, because I'm an accountant, I'm close to the accountants or the students of the university. So I will offer the best graduating BSc accounting student every year 2,000 Ghana cedis. And my last offer, I've started talking to Professor Davis and Professor Jojo Egan to adapt elementary schools in Cape Coast, nurture them so that they become competitive. It's disheartening when results of BEC are published and the results from Cape Coast are, let me use the word, horrible. We have to change that situation. And the only way we can do that is to get expertise, especially from the university, to assist us in that. I have about 4 sub-chiefs who are education biased. So I'll get them involved, we'll form a committee, and immediately we start working so that at least the name of Cape Coast being a vocational hub will not die. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to talk too much, but to say thank you, everybody, for being here today, and especially to the University of Cape Coast, University of Competitive Choice. I'm proud to be a member of this noble institution. And Ofinderikwen, what is going to happen? So thank you, everybody, and may the good Lord bless you. He is a Santa Claus. Adi saddle on the hill, well primus, well primus, Amateur of the Santa Claus.
Shall never be beaten. We shall always we shall never be beaten.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Osabarima as he takes his seat. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly note that the drum appellation that was performed was written by Nana Kwame Edu VI to Fohin Ofogwa traditional area and performed by Osempenyi Kweku Kaidebi. He is a history and fantasy student here at the University of Cape Coast. And also John Kubetezie, who is also with the Department of Music and Dance. Please help me welcome the President of the UCC Alumni Association, Mr. Daso Akoto, as he administers the alumni oath.
Your Eminence, Sir Chancellor, may I humbly pray your leave to stand on the protocols so established. On behalf of the University of Cape Coast Alumni Association, I wish to congratulate you, Osabarima Dr. Nana Kwesi Atta II, for yet another milestone so achieved. From all of us, the alumni of UCC, we are extremely grateful to you, not only for hosting us to achieve or to attain higher education, but also for giving many of us, your children and grandchildren, in marriage. We have given you many grandchildren, some unsolicited. but they are all a testament of the great bond that we share with OGUAAMANHEN. Today, we are honored and privileged to welcome you into the alumni. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Osabarima. Nana, may you please kindly be on your feet as we take the alumni oath. Nana, after taking this commitment, whenever you see us at the palace, it means we are coming for our dues. Please, let's take the oath. So when I say I, you mention your name, then we take it from there, humbly. I,
Osabarima Kwesi Atta II,
do solemnly pledge
to
fulfill my duties
as
an alumnus of the University of Cape Coast.
As an alumnus of the University of Cape Coast.
I pledge to use my knowledge, skills and experiences to the best of my ability for the advancement and learning. Thank you. For the advancement of learning. And for the well-being of my community and country. I promise to be a loyal ambassador. For my university. To promote her welfare. And maintain her reputation. I will endeavor in all my dealings. To be known as a person of honor and repute. To bring respect to my alma mater. So help me God. Congratulations once again. You're welcome into the alumni. Osabarima Dr. Nana Kwesi Atta II. Keep making us proud. Thank you.
The name Nana is not bad. It's Osabarima Dr. Kwesi Atta II.
Well noted, Osabarima. Apologies.
I have a...
Osabarima, there's a citation from UCC Alumni Association to be presented to you, and it reads, in recognition of your exceptional leadership, exemplary service to the university and Ghana, especially for hosting thousands of UCC alumni on your land, and your distinguished accomplishments, as well as preservation of our cultural heritage and promoting peace, you were awarded the doctorate degree honorary causa by University of Cape Coast with immense pride and profound admiration of the UCC Alumni Association. Welcomes you to our alumni fraternity. We are privileged to celebrate your extraordinary achievements and contributions, which will undoubtedly continue to inspire generations to come. On behalf of the UCC Alumni Association,